welcome to the grand finale of our Fire Emblem 12 Lunatic Mode gameplay series. I decided just to start right into the last episode. And we see Medeus surrounded by so many dragons, but also the 4 clerics that we've been searching for this whole time. And we're trying to figure out how to save them, but it seems pretty hopeless at this point. Jagan's suggesting we might have to kill them. There must be another way. There is, a much harder way. Which we will be utilizing. Please find a way to save them. Why is it all up to me? You figure it out for once, Jagan. But alright, I guess I can save them. I did bring along Julian and what's-his-face. And at the beginning of our turn, the Binding Shield banishes all the Earth Dragons, which actually does nothing to help us if they spawn in an ambush. Alright, so this won't take long at all, hopefully. So we move Marth up about here. Use a Pure Water, this way he can still reach the Shadow Dragon. And now we need to cover him, basically. So Drog can go right here. This should draw in the Fire Dragon on the left. And the Fire Dragon on the right, we can draw in with Militia. They have pretty low defense, so they should go for them. Yeah, so I did bring along Julian and Minerva, so we can recruit everyone, and Minerva is holding the rescue staff with 3 uses, which is very important for the strategy I'm using. And Ventus can go right here, because he can draw the Mage Dragon. They always like to go for him. So we have 2 Ice Dragons left. So Sirius can take one of them. I don't want the Mage Dragon to go for him, though, so we need to Pure Water. Although, hang on, I think there are Wyverns up here. I need to see what their attack range is. Yeah, because I want him to draw that Ice Dragon, but there's 2 Wyverns on each side. 12, 1, 2. So the Wyvern can hit him there. I actually don't need him taking 2 hits, so I'll move him up just outside of the Wyvern's range. Okay, so we have another Ice Dragon, but Katria needs to be here. So she can actually take a Wyvern without much of a problem. And then Paula, either behind Ventus or behind Marth. She can take the last Ice Dragon. But I want to make, hang on, let me double check. I looked at all this beforehand, just look at the ranges, but I need to double check to make sure I got the Ice Dragon right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so she does have to be behind Ventus. Alright, so now we just move people up. Make sure they're not in range of anybody, because that would screw up everything. And I actually don't even need to move these other guys up, but I will just because I like all my units to stay together. Alright, Netzel can go here. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Good, so Fire Dragon 1 goes for Drog. And Fire Dragon 2 goes for Militia. And it doesn't matter that it's going to trigger healing, because we're actually not going to bother with these dragons after this turn. Yeah, get him, Paula. Get that 27 javelin hit. Ooh, Ventus dodges. And this Wyvern is the one that can hit Katria, who dodges as well. And she crits. Oh my god, Katria, you're so strong. Clearly the best unit. Alright, and these positions are perfect. They're not blocking anybody. So, to recruit the clerics, has to be done in a certain order. Actually, I'm not sure it has to be, but I'm doing it in a certain order because that's the way I thought that it would work. Alright, Ventus is in the right position for what he needs to do. I'm not going to map save yet. I want to do that right before I actually fight Medeus. So Fina can hit right there. So Minerva's going to go up first because she has the rescue staff. I want to make sure we dance and not attack. We won't be attacking this time, Fina. Alright, so now Minerva can... Minerva can fly right here and rescue her sister. Ah, Minerva. Ah, Medeus is right next to you? Yes, I know. I know, dear. That's why I'm here to save you. Yeah, that would be very jarring for these guys to just wake up and have this giant-ass shadow dragon right next to them. And I feel like it's a bit of a plot hole how he just kind of watches all this happen and doesn't do anything about it. Alright, so now we take the rescue staff from Minerva. And we use it, actually, who's this? Elise? So we need to get Merrick. Now he can rescue Marth's sister. It's me, Merrick. Snap out of it. I studied magic ferociously also that I could protect you. Well, you failed. At least he knows he failed. Ah, oh, Merrick. Hello. How are you today? Oh, but Prince Marth, everyone's watching, so we can't. Oh, well. I guess we'll do that later. Alright, so his part is done, so now we can move with Elise to get the rescue staff. But, alright, so I need to get Lena first, and then Nina last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm pretty sure. I know I always get paranoid just if I'm about to mess something up. So the rescue staff, since Maria's to my right, it should put the person I rescue below me. Because otherwise I can't actually do what I need to do with this. And have people be where they need to be. So we're gonna hope that's the way it works. Because I'm pretty positive that's the way it works. So we're gonna snatch up Julian. Perfect. So now he can go right here and talk to Lena. I know I'm a good-for-nothing scoundrel, but for you I'd do anything, baby. I just want to see your smile again. So if they're struggling, then they kind of like were a little bit aware, I think, of what was happening. Could you call me honey? You're always Lena this and Lena that. You speak as though we're barely friends, and I don't like that feeling. Especially not after we settled down together in Macedon. What are you talking about, Lena? I'm not ready for that kind of commitment. Well, buddy boy, you better get ready. I'm sure God will forgive me. Alright, so now that we have Lena safe, she can get out of the way in front of Medeus. That's why she had to be before Nina. She can use the last rescue staff use to pick up Sirius. And good lord, Nina is pale. Or is it Nina? I don't know, we'll go with Nina. It was all just a bad dream. What? Oh, you're Camus. Camus! Why are you? This is a dream, isn't it? My queen, you are mistaken. I am Sirius, a soldier of the Allied forces. I know not of this Camus, though I hear he's an amazingly talented and handsome soldier. Where are you going? I must go to my country. There's someone waiting for me. Is that so? I see. Sirius, thank you. I am most grateful. Forgive me. Okay, well that was fun. And now we get a little cutscene because we rescued all of the clerics. Sir, good news. The princes have come back to us. Your kindness has saved their souls. What? He did nothing. He did literally nothing to save them. It was everyone else. You presumptuous humans, how dare you? I just stood by and watched as you rescued all my clerics. Alright, so... Yep, Ventus is in range, so basically... And he is fortified, so against staff, good. So we're gonna save here. Because, as you'll see in just a hot second, Medeus has crazy ridiculous stats, and Marth actually can't kill him unless he gets 2 criticals. And so we are going to put Ventus right here, because he gives Marth extra crit boost from the support bonus. See, look at those stats, 99 HP, max everything. Alright, Marth, let's see. Let's do it to it. Alright, we got a crit. He still has 27 HP. So, now we just go heal him up. And you can get the recover staff and bring your boy back to full. And actually, since this is Lunatic and not Lunatic Reverse, technically I could do this if he didn't crit again, because I could say I have 2 uses of the Again Staff still. But assuming you don't have 2 uses of the Again Staff, oh no, he has only 3 HP left. But here comes Katria. Exactly 3. Let's go, girl. And she crits. Oh my god, this woman's a goddess. Why have I been defeated so easily? Because you faced Katria, bitch. Well, thank goodness Katria is here to save the world from the Shadow Dragon when Marth couldn't. Do not ever forget. And then he just crumbles into the void, I guess. I don't know. Map clear. Game over. And now we have some very nice words among everyone. Luke, you did not do it. Sit back down. So it's always annoyed me, if everyone's here and they can take up our time speaking after we beat Medeus, why didn't they freaking help? You're being useless. Prince Marth, I'm glad that I was able to beat him for you. Oh man, they're gonna have everyone talk, aren't they? Oh my lord, this is gonna take forever. It's like they're punishing us for actually recruiting and keeping everyone alive. No, you're not dead, Mathis. I tried very hard not to kill you. Ah, the strong silent type till the very end. So all the axe guys that just want to drink and party. Rickard's gonna go back to his thieving ways. No, Norn, you were not of use at all. Caesar's still obsessed about his off-screen sister. Shall I show everyone my victory dance? Sure, Fina, go ahead. Though I doubt anyone will watch, they're too busy talking. Actually, Minerva Katria managed the feat, Marth did not. Marth failed. So this is the power of friendship. I'm glad you understand, Elrene. I'ma gamble like there's no tomorrow. You know, I'm looking forward to my reward. Wow, you never realize how many people are in this game until they all talk one after the other. Only General Camus were here to see us. Sirius whips off his mask. Surprise, bitch! I've been here the whole time. World of Men, huh? Well, I guess it ain't so bad. Oh, alright, what are we up to? Like chapter 14? Getting through them. I do feel bad for Paula though, so apparently she's like in love with Abel, but he loves her little sister Est. So she just has to have all these, you know, feelings and such. Even though I definitely made Paula and Abel get together in Shadow Dragon. So I was mistaken. Yes, you were, Astrum. You were a pain in my ass the whole time. Coyote, did you see us? I still have my doubts. About what, Violin? We literally just fought the Shadow Dragon who arose because of freaking Harden. It was obvious we'd prevail. You had me on your side, after all. So arrogant. Can we be a happy family again? Oh, I doubt it, sweetie. Oh, alright, that should be everyone. Thanks to your valiant efforts, Shadow Dragon Medeus has been completely annihilated. Marmar. No, you don't need to go to the Ice Dragon Shrine. Oh gosh, are they gonna have everyone talk? So they talked individually, now they're gonna talk to each other? Oh, this is going to take a long time. Alright, well, I will keep this in the video in case you want to see all the conversations. But I'm also going to put timestamps down in the description, so you can skip to the next section of this, whatever's after this part, if you so choose. And thus, the long, tragic battle that would later be called the War of Heroes finally came to an end. The 7 kingdoms were unified under Prince Marth of Altia, and as the United Kingdom of Arcania was established, an era of peace began. The tales of the heroes who took part in this war brought excitement and tears to the later generations. Chronicles of the Arcanian War of Heroes. This is a story of love and courage about the young warriors who fought with the continent's fate at stake. And I guess that's it of the Okay, now we get to the good part, the record. Okay, so it's showing us our turn counts and times for the different chapters. Looking pretty good so far. Assassination took us a while, though. Oh gosh, and then we get to freaking chapter 3. Having to go all the way around that mountain took me 29 turns. Although Nest of Evil took 30 turns, so that is now the current record. I'm sure I did something that lasted more than 30 turns, though. There are a couple of really long maps in this game. Oh, yep, Chapter 11, Henri's Way, turn 35. Although a lot of that, I think, was because I was trying to get all the hidden items and stuff. Also took me several turns to actually get the people to move. If you recall. If you don't, then go ahead and rewatch the video. But our turn counts as we get into the later parts of the game and stronger, they seem to be getting much better. And also, as you get to the later parts of the game, you really don't have a lot of room for dilly-dallying and making things last for 30 turns. But overall, pretty low turn counts, I feel like. Not like a low turn count playthrough by any means, but good for what I was trying to do. Ooh. The Untamed Knight, Luke. Luke suddenly retired from knighthood and continued his playboy ways. He lived the rest of his life wildly and freely. Serene Knight Rhodey. Rhodey remained a court knight, serving under Marth. He later became one of the finest paladins in the continent. The Altian Rose, Cecile. Cecile devoted the rest of her life as a paladin of House Altia. The Gifted Archer, Gordon. Gordon retired from knighthood for personal reasons, and then moved to Arcania's palace. Afterwards, he became a member of the Arcanian Rangers. The Aspiring Archer, Ryan. Ryan stayed in Altia and joined the Temple Knights. Though young, he did his absolute best as a knight. The Gentle Giant Drog. Following Marth's orders, Drog became the commander of Groose Garrison. Was he supposed to be a giant? I did not get that at all. The Ailing Paladin, Aron. Aron died of illness shortly after the war. Oh, sad. And that's all they say about him. The Fanciful Child, Militia. Militia vanished after the war, despite Marth's concerns. Some worried that she had become a delinquent. The middle sister / goddess, Katria. While she felt sympathy for her elder sister, Katria worked tirelessly to restore Macedon. The Macedonian hunter, Warren. Warren returned to Macedon and became a hunter once more, living peacefully in the forest. The Chopper, Cord. Cord returned to the kingdom of Talus and became a woodcutter. He preferred that life to the grim bloodiness of war. Don't we all? The Light Sage, Linde. Linde worked in the palace's magic academy. Perhaps she found love, for her beauty blossomed. The elder sister, Paula. Though her feelings pained her, Paula put them aside and diligently continued her work. The Lopper, Bord. Bord returned to the kingdom of Talus and became a woodcutter. He kept on training, boasting that he could fight anyone, or he could fight anywhere, anytime. Or anyone, anytime. Whoops. The noble thief Julian. Together with Lena, Julian cared for orphans at a convent in Macedon. The wayward brother Mathis. Mathis continued to while away his days in Macedon, his idyllic life. The Altian healer Rhys. Rhys spent the rest of his days in a monastery in Altia. He often lent a helping hand to prospective knights. The loyal blade Ogma. History lost track of Ogma after the war. And that's it. That's all he contributed. The bold princess Eumina. Eumina studied abroad at the palace's magic academy, aiming to be a full-fledged cleric. The timid prince Eubello. Under King Marth's tutelage, Eubello studied diligently at Altia. The mysterious knight Sirius. After the war, Sirius left without saying a word. Not surprised by that at all. The sly swindler Castor. Castor joined the Arcanian Rangers. Afterwards, he returned to Talus and lived with his mother. Apparently, he saved up lots of money. Marth's fiancée, Kada. After the war, Kada's long-awaited dream of marrying Marth was realized. Wearing a snow-white dress, she was said to have looked as beautiful as an angel. The hatchet Barst. Barst vanished rather than go to Talus. Stories tell of him being a woodcutter or sailing the high seas to a distant land. Julian's pal Rickard. After the war, Rickard returned to thievery yet again. The brave knight Frey. As the Knight of Altia, Frey dedicated himself to teaching future knights. The volunteer Norn. Norn returned to her village to live a peaceful, ordinary life, undisturbed by war. How quaint. The lax blade Samto. Samto vanished after the war. Rumors say that he continued to impersonate Navarre. Archmage of Kadeen, Wendell. Wendell returned to Kadeen as its archmage and spent all of his energy on restoring the City of Magic. Hired blade Caesar. Caesar vanished after the war. Records say he either lived happily with his sister or lost his life in battle. One of the two. Either lived happily or died. The lady killer Rad. Rad found a lover after the war, but his whereabouts after that are unrecorded. The Scarlet Sword Navarre. Ignoring the expectations of others, Navarre disappeared like the wind once more. Oh, and without Fina? She loved him. Traveling dancer Fina. After the war, Fina vanished with the wind. Oh, okay, there we go. Altia's blade Kane. Following Jagan's death, Kane became the commander of the Altian Knights. Tiki's guardian, Bantu. Bantu left after discarding his Dragonstone. His whereabouts, unknown. Wasn't he going to travel with Tiki, though? The lovelorn soldier, Roger. After returning to Groost, Roger worked tirelessly to assist in his recovery. Though he always sought new romances, never did he get far. The perfect shot, George. George founded the Arcanian Rangers after the war, his mission to protect the people from bandits. The true leader, Minerva. Minerva renounced her claim to the throne and worked at a convent. She regained her bond with her brother, and they became close as they once were. Oh, that's sweet. The spellslinger Etzel. After the war, Etzel resumed his travels, as if looking for something he had lost. The wind sage Merrick. Merrick built a magic academy in the palace, spending his days teaching his youth. His friendly personality earned him the love of his students. The Thunder Sage, Elrine. As a Pontifex of Kadeen, Elrine strived to restore the City of Magic. His strict personality earned him the respect of his students. Gambling sellsword Dice. After the war, Dice received an outrageous reward from Prince Marth. He soon spent all of it on gambling, however. The pricey sellsword Maris. After the war, Maris received an outrageous reward from Prince Marth. She started a weapon shop with that gold. Oh, good for her. Starting your own business. The worthy General Horus. Horus returned to his lands in Arcania, dedicating himself to their restoration. Anna's love, Jake. Jake spent his days helping his girlfriend Anna manage her shop. The two dream of leaving for a faraway continent someday. Ex-Seawalker Daros. Daros never succumbed to his pirating ways, and instead found honest work in Altia. The Grustian Peace, Robert. Robert wandered the land, helping the weak. One time, he passed through Grust, aiding the reconstruction effort. That one time. Grustian Peer, Belf. Belf wandered the land, helping the weak. There are legends of his aiding numerous villages. And the Grustian Pride, Layden. Layden traveled the lands, helping the weak. Rumors say he reunited with General Camus, but rumors are rumors. The Born Wanderer, Beck. Beck vanished after the war. Perhaps he was always destined to wander, for he never stopped long at any one place. Von Woman, Athena. Athena set sail in a rowboat one day. Where she went, nobody knows. Perhaps she returned to her distant homeland or vanished. Divine Youth, Zane. Zane vanished once more after the war. All that remained afterwards was the odd anecdote of an eccentric shapeshifter. The Divine Princess, Tiki. Tiki lived happily in the palace town, surrounded by her dearest friends. The Wayward Knight, Est. After the war, Est said her goodbyes to Abel for reasons known only to her and disappeared. Oh wow. Spitting Image, Dolph. Dolph politely declined requests to return to the Arcanian army. He continued to help with the reconstruction on the Arcanian border. Altia's shield, Abel. After the war, Abel left the kingdom to search for the missing Est. He was never seen again. The Dead Ringer, Massillon. The people wished for Massillon to return to the Arcanian army, but he had other ideas, forming a band of watchmen near the border. Medeus' pride, Astrum. Astrum joined the Arcanian Rangers and worked for his people. He finally tied the knot in his spare time. Oh, good for him. Atoning strategist, Katarina. Katarina tirelessly served Marth and Altia as if to atone for her past sins. The quiet bow, Thomas. Thomas joined the Watchmen, protecting the Arcanian border. Rather than serve the military, he preferred to remain among the people. Gra's Princess, Shima. Declining Marth's request, Shima renounced her claim to Gra's throne and settled in the palace town. There she lived as an ordinary but happy girl. Hopefully with Samson here. Shima's hero, Samson. After the war, Samson settled down in the palace town. As a veteran soldier, the people often relied on him in emergencies. The family man, Frost. Frost returned to his hometown in Macedon and lived happily with his beloved family. Aurelian Hope, Rocher. Rocher left for Aurelius after the war. Accounts are unclear, but some ways he was present at Hardin's funeral. The Aurelian son, Violent. Violent returned to Aurelius after the war. He was finally able to discard his resentments toward Altia and soon became their trusted ally. The Aurelian star, Sedgar. Sedgar left for Aurelius after the war. Embracing the ideals of the departed Hardin, he continued to fight with the Wolfguard. The Aurelian hero, Wolf. After the war, Wolf set his sights for Aurelius. As if searching for death, he threw himself recklessly into battle, one after the next. So he kind of just spiraled. His anchor, Medea. Medea joined the Arcanian Rangers, devoting her life to serve her people. Never did she lose her sense of justice. The kind warrior, Ymir. Ymir returned to his village in Grust and spent his days laboring in the fields. Sounds rough. The renewed prince, Michaelis. Accounts are conflicted about Michaelis after the war. Some said he ruled over Macedon once again, while others claimed he departed to conquer another continent. The Dragon King's avatar, Nagi. After the war, Nagi vanished as suddenly as she appeared. History holds no records of her ever appearing again. Macedon's angel, Lena. Lena cared for orphans in a convent in Macedon. Her kindness healed the hearts of many. Minerva's sister Maria. Maria cared for war orphans at a convent. The children loved her as a big sister. The Eternal Princess Nina. After the war, Nina left Arcania in Marth's capable hands and vanished. Hopefully with Sirius. The life giver Elise. Elise helped to establish a magic academy in the palace. She married soon after, hopefully Merrick, and lived out her days blissfully. The Hero's Guard Ventus. Not much is written about Ventus in the pages of history, however many speak highly of the time they spent alongside whom they called Altia's finest knight. And finally, the Altian prince Marth. Marth was crowned the 5th king of Altia. As a leader of the United Kingdom of Arcania, he worked tirelessly to help rebuild the ruined kingdom. Whew, that was a lot. Oh, and a perfect run. Speed, A. Survival, A. Tactics, A. Have no idea what tactics means. Speed and survival are kind of self-explanatory, but they don't really say what tactics is. Oh well, all A's. And we can now have unlocked Lunatic Reverse. And if you would be interested in me recording a Lunatic Reverse playthrough or strategy guide, whatever it is, feel free to let me know in the comments, or if you want me to record any other Fire Emblem games, because I'm definitely open to do that too. I enjoy these games quite a lot. But this is the end of our series, everyone. Thank you so much for those who watched, and consider liking and subscribing to see future series. I'm definitely open to suggestions, again, if you want to leave a comment below. And I also have more playlists on my channel of additional diverse content, if that is at all interesting to you. So feel free to check that out, and I will see you all next time.